A woman led by God will never beg to be chosen. She already knows who chose her. And because of that, she will cost you comfort. She will cost you convenience. She will cost you every version of yourself that God never approved. Most men say they want a woman of faith, but what they actually want is a woman who believes in God without holding them accountable to Him. And that woman does not exist. A woman led by God does not move by impulse. She moves by instruction. She doesn't wake up asking, "What do I feel today?" She wakes up asking, "Lord, what are you saying?" That alone separates her from the crowd, because feelings change. Culture changes, but God's voice remains consistent. The world tells women to chase independence. God teaches women to walk in alignment. Alignment does not make her weak. It makes her dangerous to confusion, to disorder, to counterfeit love. She will not build a future on emotions. She builds on truth, and truth requires patience. Here is what most men are not prepared for. A woman led by God will challenge your comfort. She will question your direction. She will expose inconsistency not with disrespect, but with discernment. She will not submit to ambition without obedience. She will not follow charisma without character, because she understands this. Where a man is headed matters more than how confident he sounds. A woman led by God is not easily impressed. She is carefully discerning. She listens more than she speaks. She watches more than she reacts. She does not fall in love with words. She falls in alignment with patterns. When God chose Mary, it was not because she was visible. It was because she was available. Her strength was not in her voice, but in her surrender. "Let it be to me according to your word." And that single sentence carried the weight of eternity, because a woman led by God can carry assignments heaven trusts. She protects intimacy because she understands its power. She knows that intimacy without covenant creates confusion, not connection. A woman led by God is a multiplier. Her prayers fill gaps you don't see. Her discernment senses danger before it arrives. Her posture sets the atmosphere of the home. She doesn't compete with your leadership. She strengthens it. She does not replace your calling. She protects it. And when you are weak, she reminds you who God called you to be. But hear this clearly. You will never keep a woman led by God while living a life God is not leading. God will not entrust His daughter to a man who refuses discipline. If you want a woman led by God, you must become a man submitted to God, because alignment does not negotiate. It recognizes a woman led by God is not rare by accident. She is refined by obedience. She is shaped in seasons no one applauds, formed in prayer when no one is watching, strengthened by surrender long before she is seen. She does not chase marriage. She chases righteousness. She understands that obedience to God will always outlast attention from people. That alignment is more valuable than affection. That peace is worth more than passion without purpose. And if marriage comes, it becomes a ministry, not an idol. A place where God is honored, truth is protected, and love is disciplined by faith. So if God places a woman like this in your life, honor her walk. Honor the prayers you didn't hear. Honor the tears she cried in private. Honor the standards she refused to lower, even when it cost her companionship. Protect her faith, not just with words, but with your actions, with consistency, with leadership that reflects Christ, not convenience. Lead her closer to Christ, not by control, not by ego, but by example, by choosing obedience even when it's uncomfortable, by choosing truth even when compromise is easier. Because a woman led by God is not just a gift to a man. She is a responsibility, a calling, a trust heaven does not place lightly. She is a strategy for generations. Her obedience shapes children not yet born. Her posture sets atmospheres not yet entered. Her prayers guard futures not yet visible. And when heaven sees a home built like that, it doesn't just see love. It sees order, it sees legacy, it sees continuity, it sees faith preserved in a collapsing world. That's not culture, that's not tradition, that's not preference, that's God's design.